Coming up on the National Rundown, find out what happened to a woman in a Lexington Walmart, the increasingly odd amount of missing teens in D.C., and what holiday it is today.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Welcome to the National Rundown. I'm Matthew Cass.
And I'm Alan Unger. Police have named Khalid Masood as the London attacker. The 52-year-old British man was behind the deadliest terror attack in the UK in 12 years. Prime Minister Theresa May said Masood might have once been related to violent extremism. 3 people were killed and over 40 others suffered harm from fractures to serious head injuries. Police killed Masood, which ended the attack.
Here is Monique Blair with a special report.
12:30 a.m. Wednesday, Leanne Reeves remembered the cable guys were coming in the morning, and she still needed to buy a router.
So I said I'll just run in Walmart and pick one up.
Realizing it was late, Reeves says she made sure to park in the first spot near the main door that was also well lit.
Reeves says when she left Walmart, she quickly got into her SUV. She says she immediately reached over to shut her door, but before she could, she felt someone's arms reaching in and pulling her out of the car.
A man, I did not get a good look at him, but he started punching me. And in my mind right then, I said, you have got to fight.
At that point, Reeves began to yell. That's when a Good Samaritan started heading towards her.
And when they saw that he was coming, they said, let's go. And
as the suspects took off with her Walmart bag in what was described as a light-colored Dodge Charger, one of the Good Samaritans followed them and was able to get a license plate number. Reeves credits these strangers with saving her life.
If there would have been another blow, that could have been the blow that knocked me out. It could have killed me.
2 hours later, police stopped a Dodge Charger with a matching license plate. 4 people were questioned. At this time, one person, 23-year-old Derek Green, has been charged. Reeves has a swollen black eye, a broken finger, and bruises covering her body. But she says she will not let this incident bruise her spirit.
I'm here, to tell that, you can fight. You can fight. You don't have to be a helpless victim.
And now she is working on forgiving those who committed this senseless crime.
I pray that, first of all, they'd come to know the Lord and that they would get the help they need and turn their lives around.
In Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
10 of 11 suspects are now in custody following an assault at a SEPTA station that happened a week ago. The last suspect is an 18-year-old male that has a warrant for his arrest. 8 of the boys were arrested at the Franklin Learning Center and the 9th after a foot chase in North Philadelphia. The 10th was arrested moments before a news conference. They are now facing felony charges for assault and the robbery of cell phones and iPads. Police say that the incident occurred around 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. during dismissal time for school.
Infant twins are found dead in a Lindenwold, New Jersey apartment. The twins' mother, Alexandria Garnett, called 911 around 8 in the morning saying her babies were not breathing. The mother was understandably hysterical. The dispatcher tried to calm her down and asked if she knew how to do CPR. Garnett said she did, and she had been trying for the last 15 minutes. There's been no ruling by the coroner on the cause of death. The investigation is headed by the Camden County Prosecutor's Office.
Now, a look at sports with Bob Duncan.
Thanks, Ellen. The NCAA March Madness is down to the Sweet 16. Big upsets didn't come from the first round, but the second round. when the defending champs Villanova lost to Wisconsin and Duke lost to South Carolina. This puts a big question into the East on who will come out on top with the teams remaining. Of the teams that are remaining, 3 first, second, and third round seeds are still left, and all fourth round seeds are remain. 11 of the 16 coaches looking for their first Final Four appearances for the remaining teams. Mark Few of Gonzaga, who has one of the best win percentages in Division I, has made it to the playoffs each time in his 18 years in his career. This is one of the time that he's looking to get in and try to go all the way. The NHL season is almost wrapping up with a few teams still looking to get into the big picture. In the West, there is an 8-point gap from the last wildcard team of Nashville to Los Angeles with a 10-game spot left to be played. Winnipeg is the only other team that has a chance to get in with a big one, but are still facing a lot of points out. The East has a tighter race where Boston has the last wildcard spot, but the Islanders are 2 points back and Tampa Bay is 5 points back. Carolina and Philadelphia are still in the race, but are still 7 and 8 points out, making their run a tough spot to push forward. That's a look at sports, and now back to you guys at the desk.
A Chihuahua is rescued from a mine after missing for 5 days inside said mine. The owner, 27-year-old Katinka Slingsby, was playing fetch with her dog when she disappeared. She raised $1,500 with a Give a Dog a Drone campaign to buy a drone to find her. A drone company found the dog and gave her a heat-seeking drone free of charge to help the cause. It took 20 minutes to find the Chihuahua trapped in the abandoned mine.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Washington, D.C. police are tweeting about an unusually high number of missing children. On Wednesday night, a town hall meeting was held at Excel Academy Public Charter School in Southeast D.C. Hundreds of people packed the room to find out what is going on and what is being done to cut down on the number of missing children in the district. Acting Police Chief Peter Newsham says there's no reasonable belief that any of abductions have occurred.
Philly got a big surprise yesterday. Here with the latest is entertainment reporter Alyssa Campa.
Thanks, Ellen. Philly did get a big surprise this week when Ellen DeGeneres announced that she would be taping a segment for her show on the 1600 block of Walnut Street. All week, Ellen took to Twitter to drop hints to fans about where and when she would be stopping by, even tweeting out telling fans to dress up. While Ellen herself wasn't in town, fans were greeted by her via live video stream. While fans couldn't meet her in the flesh, they still made for an interesting Wednesday. Now, while Philly is missing Ellen, John Mayer is missing somebody else. In an interview with the New York Times, the singer revealed that his new song, Still Feel Like Your Man, is about ex-girlfriend Katy Perry. The two dated on and off for nearly a year and a half until early 2014. The interview comes just a month after news broke that Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom had broken up. And social media has shown its power once again after it helped a teenage girl with cancer receive a phone call from her favorite celebrity. Ebony Banks has spent a majority of her senior year in a hospital after being diagnosed with a rare form of stage 4 cancer. Her friends wanted to make sure all of her dreams came true, including meeting Beyoncé. With the help of social media and a hashtag, Ebony met her idol via FaceTime. The music icon can be seen waving and saying "I love you" to her very special fan. That's your entertainment update. I'm Alyssa Kampa. Now back to you guys at the desk.
And now, here's Mavish Khan with the World News Minute.
North Korea fires a missile that explodes within seconds of launch, said U.S. Pacific Command. North Korea tried to launch a missile near Kalma on the country's east coast. Neither the U.S. nor South Korea have released information on what type of missile it was or why it failed. The launch comes after North Korea announced it had tested a new rocket engine that was a great advancement in their missile program. U.S. defense officials said that the engine could be used for a long-range interconnected ballistic missile. Dozens of people are killed in an airstrike that hit a school near Raqqa. The school was sheltering refugees who had fled Palmyra, said activist groups and state-run media. Many different activist groups are blaming the U.S.-led coalition against ISIS for the airstrike. The coalition said they had no indication that the airstrike struck civilians near Raqqa, but will give the information to their civilian casualty team for further investigation. 3 people died in the deadliest London terror attack in 12 years. The perpetrator is 52-year-old British man Khalid Massoud. He plowed a car into a crowd of people on Westminster Bridge and then stabbed a police officer to death on the grounds of the UK Parliament. Massoud was once linked to violent extremism, according to Prime Minister Theresa May. ISIS has said Massoud was a soldier of ISIS, but there is no evidence of any direct links to him. I'm Mavish Khan, and that was your World News Minute. Back to you at the desk.
The Ben Franklin Parkway is planning to celebrate its 100th anniversary. The party starts in September with 14 months of events and exhibitions. All of the Parkway museums will have exhibitions with a common centennial theme. The Philadelphia Museum of Art will have the collection of a local attorney from 1917 and much more. The centennial is supported by a $1.25 million grant from the William Penn Foundation.
The criminal case against former Penn State President Graham Spanier will be in court soon after his attorneys didn't put on any evidence following 2 days of prosecution witnesses. The case accuses Spanier of acting illegally and handling the complaint about Jerry Sandusky showering with a boy in 2011. Spanier's attorney, Sam Silver, argues there is no evidence at all. Spanier faces 2 counts of endangering the welfare of children and a related conspiracy count. All are felonies.
2 men are accused of raping a 9th grader on March 16th at Rockville High School. Jose Montano, 17, and Henry Sanchez Milan, 18, illegally entered the country when they crossed the U.S.-Mexico border in 2016. Both men were apprehended by federal border agents and targeted for deportation proceedings, but were eventually released to a relative in Maryland.
And now, Ayana Gore-Nelson with some information with the attack on London.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Ayana, pleasure to have you in studio.
Thank you for having me.
So, what do we know so far about the London attack?
All right, so far we know that 3 people have been killed and 40 dozen were wounded. The police also shot and killed the terror who started the attack.
Do we have any information on who the attacker was?
So the attacker has been identified. It's 52-year-old Khalid Massoud. He's British born, but people say that he had influence inspired by Islamic ideology.
And at this point, are authorities classifying this as a terrorist attack?
Absolutely. This is definitely being considered a terrorist attack. ISIS has taken claim for it, but there's no evidence proving that they actually did it.
Have there been any arrests yet?
Detectives are still searching for addresses and leading up to the attack. They have arrested a 39-year-old woman in East London with suspicion of preparation for a terrorist attack. They have arrested 6 other people between the ages of 21 and 28 with the same conspiracy, and they arrested a 58-year-old man this morning on the same charge. So we have to pray for London.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Ayana.
Thank you for having me.
A Chihuahua is rescued after being missing for 5 days inside a mine. The owner, 27-year-old Katinia Slingsby, was playing fetch with her dog when she disappeared. She raised $1,500 with a Give a Dog a Drone campaign to buy a drone to find her. A drone company found out and gave her a heat-seeking drone free of charge to help the cause. It took 20 minutes to find the Chihuahua trapped in an abandoned mine.
The House of Representatives are going to vote on legislation that would roll back substantial parts of Obamacare. The bill will still go through the Senate, where more changes will be made. The House is already changing the mandate to health insurance, so the government will no longer penalize people for being uninsured. The bill focuses on limiting the cost of the care package and large tax cuts. The bill will not change the mandate for covering adult children to age 26 and the expanded care to the elderly and disabled.
After the break, find out what's happening with President Trump's pick for Supreme Court judge.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Today is National Puppy Day. Colleen Page, one of America's leading pet and family lifestyle experts, is the brainchild behind this trending holiday. Page's mission to create National Puppy Day, as well as other pet holidays, is to help save millions of unwanted pets. Social media encourages you to adopt a new furry animal member today, or donate at least $5 to your local animal shelter.
Salt Lake City pays $1.5 million to help purchase a Wasatch County parcel that they say is critical to protecting its watershed. The council passed a resolution Tuesday to purchase Bonanza Flat, a 350-acre parcel of land. Park City residents have committed $25 million in bonds towards the parcel's $38 million purchase price. Summit County has committed $5.7 million, and conservation groups have raised $2 million.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says Democrats will filibuster President Donald Trump's pick for the Supreme Court. Schumer also said that they will demand at least 60 votes for Neil Gorsuch to be confirmed as Supreme Court judge. It is not common to filibuster a Supreme Court vote, but many do not agree with Gorsuch's record of siding with employers in workers' rights cases. Coming up, Neri tells us what to expect in the forecast.
And now Neri Rodriguez tells us what to expect in the forecast this week. Neri?
Thank you. If you're sick of this cold weather, I have good news for you. Warm days are ahead. Not the ideal spring day today in Glassboro, as temperatures reach 42, and they are expected to drop down to 30 tonight. So if you have a nice warm activity, I suggest you take advantage of that. Tomorrow, a bit of the same. We'll see temperatures reach about 55 and then get chilly in the evening. But like I promised you, on Saturday, we are expected to see some weather in the 70s. 71 will be the high. So make sure you take advantage of that sun. Go for a nice bike ride, perhaps a jog. Enjoy a nice adult beverage if you're in that sort of thing. If not, it's cool. The weather will return to 50s on Sunday, but have no fear. They are expected to reach 60 throughout the week. Let's take a look at our weather window. Okay, so not the warmest day today, but we were thankful to actually have some sun today. So if you take a look over here around the camp, we're going to show some images from around the campus. The baseball field here, you can see not really a cloud in the sky, but like I said, it was very sunny today. Unfortunately, it was just cold. Same thing with Bunce, not a cloud in the sky. Like I said, just unfortunately, just that cold wind is just killing everybody right now. And the same thing with Bowl Hall. You can see there's not a lot of clouds in the sky right now. So. Shifting over from that cold weather, guys, we can look forward to some 71-degree weather. So, what do you guys think you're gonna do this weekend?
I'm anticipating going out and getting a little pickup going with the guys on my street hockey team.
Okay, Ellen.
I unfortunately will be working, so I can't enjoy the weather. But you know, as long as I see the sun, it's just nice to see the sun.
Yes, and Rita's is open.
Oh,
favorite
that's
flavor.
True.
Right in the spot. Favorite flavor.
Favorite flavor, cherry.
Swedish fish?
I was going to say, keep it real with the Swedish fish. All right, so I think we know what we're doing this weekend.
Very good.
Thanks, Neri.
All right. That's going to do it for both of us on the National Rundown. I'm Matthew Cass.
And I'm Ellen Unger. See you next time.